over Maryland.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings
and the Washington Commanders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Yeah, this one not going anywhere. They give it to 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles to point in quarter 1. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name me who got a better flow. But she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Pins that yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings
And the Washington Commanders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Right to the air is Jackson.
Connecting here with DJ Shark. He's at the 30.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A huge play there right off the bat. And even 60 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there. They'll run it. This is from Andre Stevenson.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Jackson from the shotgun. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it. It's not for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the gun, Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Over here.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And some space here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Called the loss of 5, but one sack to bring up 5. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run once more with Stevenson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Now Prater to end the PAT. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, that's caught right side by Anderson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Prater for the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw here to his running back.
On the move past the 40.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
17 yards, first down, Vikings. They go play action with Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Off the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Demario Davis there on to stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This time, Jackson will throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident player right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
Well,
and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
It's a touchdown. We say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Rodgers now to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 73 yards rushing for.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it,